That one bullshit PlayStation trophy.
Bright Memory Infinite was a game that I just brought out of curiosity because it was supposedly made by one single dev, and it's kind of like Shadow Warrior 3 in a way. It's over-the-top combat mixing gunplay and swordplay, as well as platforming and wall jumping, and the None Shall Survive trophy requires you to kill 15 people without being spotted in the surrounded mission, and this one is kind of bullshit. So the level starts off on this jetty, and you can't use any of your normal weapons now, so you have to try and find something to defend yourself with. And luck would have it, there is a little machete nearby that you can pick up. So you now have to go under this log that's fallen down, and there is your first enemy, and the game gives you a quick tutorial of how to perform stealth kills, though for some reason they don't quite work right, because you always see the slash and then the animation of the character slashing again to kill them, so it's a little off-putting. So we've basically got to just stealth our way through this level without ever getting spotted, and you have a handy little alert meter in the middle of the screen. That bar will fill up, and if it gets all the way to the end fully red, an enemy will be alerted to your presence, so you've got to get out of their line of sight and stop them from being alerted. So we just have to just sneak our way around, take our time, and just do a load of stealth kills. But one of the first bullshit bits that happen is this section here that can easily catch you off guard first time, because as you go around this corner, all of a sudden you are told that a ship is flying up over your head and you've got to hide from its searchlight. Now luckily I didn't walk all the way up anyway, so I was already kind of hidden. I could just hide behind this wall, but this is something where you could easily just fail just by not knowing because you've ran forward a bit, and it just feels a little bit cheap. So we then carry on after that ship's gone, and we can get a few more easy stealth kills. There's two guards here that start talking to each other, but one of them says they're going to take a rest while the other one watches out, and of course he has his back to us. Then we find the guy who went to sleep but just stood there by a hay bale, so we kill him and then venture into these like fields with crops. And it's here where we get a little cool moment where we can hide behind the blades of grass and dispatch all three of the soldiers here without any of them being alerted to our presence. It's quite a cool section really, and I quite enjoy this level of the game. However, there's another one of those beginner bullshit traps here, and this one did actually catch me off guard, because as I approach this wall, yet again, the game tells me to hide behind rocks to my right, and I just panicked at this point and didn't know which way it actually wanted me to go, and by the time I realised what was happening, the ship was already over my head with its searchlight shining down on me. This is just some cheap and utter bullshit pulled off by the game here. It's absolutely bollocks. You don't put things like that in a stealth section. That is just fucking bullshit, man. Fuck you. Anyway, so my only option was to just press pause and then select return to checkpoint, because I hadn't actually gotten spotted yet, so I figured a reload of the checkpoint would work. And as soon as the checkpoint started, I quickly ran to the rocks it wanted me to hide behind and waited there until the ship went past. I could then move on throughout the level, taking out the two guards in this immediate area. This one guard, however, would just never seem to turn around, so he was an easy kill. I then had to climb up this wall, and I was then in this little shack, and eventually I figured out I had to go through here, and it was here where I made another mistake because I wasn't quick enough to get that guard as he walked towards the other two. I decided to just carry on through the level anyway, climbing up this wall and going round to kill the guy at the top, thinking that maybe I could do something up here to kill all three in one go, like dropping some rocks or wood on them or something. But I couldn't, and at this point I panicked because I thought I've missed a kill there and I'm not going to be able to do it. So I paused and reloaded that checkpoint again, and this time as soon as it started I quickly approached that guy as he walked to his two mates and killed him before he or they saw me. So that was another kill stealthily in the bag, and I figured I was going to get this trophy easy now. So I climbed up and killed that guy up top again, and then I realised for certain that those two there could not be killed, so they do not count towards this trophy. You can just ignore them and not worry. So then I approached the final building of this area, and there was three more soldiers in here, and I had to stealthily kill them when the other two weren't looking. I could then get the guy patrolling down the right hand side of the building, leaving me with just the final guy here to kill easily via stealth. So that was all of those kills without being spotted, and after that I thought the trophy might pop as I got to another sequence in the level where I could shoot my gun again, but unfortunately the trophy didn't pop. And even though I didn't get spotted, I actually restarted the checkpoint twice, so it's clear that restarting the checkpoint voids this trophy. Now, I get it, you want us to do it all in one run and master it, but this still feels bullshit, because I just got caught off guard by that ship and had to restart before they even saw me, so that's a bit bollocks. The other one was definitely my mistake, but I still think I should have been able to get it via restarting checkpoint. It just seems like a big fuck you from the dev. So I restarted the chapter once more and got back to this part and begin my stealth playthrough of this level again, killing that first guy under the rock and then dispatching the other two in the same area, making sure that I hugged this rock to avoid the ship flying overhead. I could then kill the guy down by the river and then take out the two guards. As the one went for a rest, I would then kill him and leave him to sleep forever once more. Then, as I got into the fields, I would take out the 3 enemies in here, biding my time to make sure I'd killed them all without any of them seeing, to kill them all stealthily. Then I would sprint to this rock to hide behind it to avoid the searchlight of that bullshit ship and wait until it flown past me safely. Then I would pop out and kill the 2 guards in this area before moving forwards. But then, as I approached the guy in the courtyard walking to his buddies, disaster happened and he fucking spotted me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I grabbed the machete again, crawled under the tree and took out the very first guy. Then I got his buddy who was just up ahead and his mate who was just around the corner. I made sure to hide from the ship overhead and then killed the guy in front down the path by the river. Then the 2 guards were next, who were talking to each other, and the one was going to go for a rest. He was my 6th, and it was going to be an eternal rest. Then, in the field with the crops, I killed the first guy to get me to 7. Then, 8, the guy in the middle. Then, the guy at the far back was my 9th kill. I hid from the bullshit ship overhead, and then quickly killed number 10, before getting number 11, that guy who would never turn around. On to number 12 now. As I approached him, wait a sec, if he's number 12, then that means the guy up above him is number 13. Then if I get to the final building, there's 3 guys in here, so the first guy on the left is number 14, then the guy walking down the right outside of the building is number 15, then the final guy here who walks back inside is number 16. That's a total of 16 soldiers to kill, but you only need 15 for this trophy? Which means this prick here walking to his 2 buddies can be completely ignored, because I can climb up, kill number 12 here at the top, then make my way to the final building where I killed number 13 inside on the left, 14 who walks down the right hand side outside, and then finally 15, the last guy who walks back into the building. And there we go. None shall survive trophy unlocked, motherfuckers. Why didn't I notice that extra guy earlier? I kept trying to go for him and just fucking it up. Oh my god, all of that wasted time trying to kill him without getting caught. For nothing? And you know what? The trophy's called None Shall Survive, yet I think you kind of tripped up over yourself there, game, because, well, I let him go, so he survived, and then he walks to his 2 other fucking friends, who also didn't get killed, so there's 3 people there in this entire area that I didn't kill, even though the trophy says none shall survive, 3 survive. Fucking hell, they couldn't even get that right. And that is why the None Shall Survive trophy gets a bullshit rating of.
Alright, here we go. Let's go! Shit!
Shit!
Oh, yeah!